Dimitri, congratulations on your new camper and welcome to the Lakeshore family. Hey, I'm excited to show you this new Cougar. Let's come on site and check it out. First thing you'll notice when you come in, you have your nice booth dinette here. A couple of cool features about this is it does go down and make into sleeping, but also there's storage right underneath the cushions right here, and that's going to be on both sides. So plenty of storage right underneath. Next to that, you're going to notice the sofa here, and this does make into a hide-a-bed as well. So again, additional sleeping if you have other people staying with you, and it's fairly simple to set up and down. After the cushions come off, we're just going to lift this out. Legs on each side. Bring them down. And then the cushion on the back, this just fills in just like so. So there's your hide-a-bed. Next thing you'll notice, we'll go into the bunk area. Huge open area. You have the slide out over here. Tons of storage underneath the bunk. These two bunks are oversized and fixed. You have lights, USB ports, and also AC adapters over here. You'll notice right here you have a location to mount a TV and then hookups just above it. Over here, this sofa will make into a sleeper as well, just like so. And then back into a seating area. The top bunk on this has a hydraulic strut to keep it up. Comes down just like so. Now one thing you'll notice inside the coach, there's a light switch for the ceiling lights. And anything that is not on a switch, the switch is actually on the light itself, right in the middle here. So you'll see that throughout the coach in the bunk areas and then also in the kitchen area, which I'll show you next. Your entertainment center, the Furrion system here, this is an AM, FM, CD, DVD player. This does also have Bluetooth on it, so you can sync your phone up. 2 zones for speakers. Zone 1 will be for your inside speakers here. Zone 2, that's going to be for your outside speakers. Summit TV right here. That is already hooked up to the aerial antenna. And then underneath you have your electric fireplace. Next to that is your gas electric refrigerator. Instructions for this are right here, but it's really simple. On and off switch right here, automatic and gas. If you keep it on gas, it'll run off propane. Automatic, it will automatically transfer to electricity when you're plugged in, and then your LP gas when you unplug. 3-burner stovetop right here. This will just lift and fold out of the way. Your controls are right here for the burners. This is your spark ignition right here to light them, and then also the oven underneath. Your control is going to be the side dial there. Lights, that's the backlight for the dials. Show you into the bathroom. That's also for your oven light right there. The commode right here in the corner, this is a foot flush. You'll notice right here, as you push that down, that will open up the opening in the commode there, and the water will also come in. Your sink right here, and then also shower. This is a travel lock right here, so make sure when you're moving that is secured so it doesn't open up on you. And then into the bedroom area, king bed right here. You have storage on each side and above. And then you'll notice outlets and then USB ports right next to the nightstands on both sides. One other feature here is storage underneath the bed. Again, on hydraulic struts, but a lot of storage right underneath. Lastly, in the bedroom area, if you want to hook up a television, again, there's a sticker right here where you can put the mounting bracket, and then your hookups are going to be right here at the ceiling. The last thing to show you on the interior of the coach is the in-command system. Now this is going to operate everything from the heating and cooling, lights, slide outs, and awnings. There's also a settings button, interior lights, your water pump, indicator if it's off. Sorry, this is for the hot water heater. If it's off, on gas or electric, or you can have option for gas and electric. Water pump's next to it. You can see how that's illuminated around the water pump. That means that's on, and then it gives you the current charging state of the battery at 13.5 volts. To operate the heating and cooling, we'll touch right here. You'll want to go to the rear AC option, and from mode, as you touch it, the fan on and off is going to be for the AC fan. You'll hear that kick on in just a second. You can turn that on to high or low, and that is just going to run the fan, not the AC if you want to move some air within the coach. Next is going to be cool, and that is going to be for the AC. Now the fan is set to automatic, and what that means is the fan will come on automatically when the AC comes on. You can see the temperature set at 78 degrees. You can control that with the up and down arrows. And the zone, which is the temperature here, is at 55 degrees. We just brought it in, so it's a little cold yet. Next, we can go to the next mode is going to be for heat. And again, source is gas. That's the only source. Fan's going to be automatic. We heard the furnace just kick on because, again, it's 55. We set at 75. So that furnace is going to try to ignite and warm things up to 75 degrees in here. The next mode is going to be automatic, where you can just set the temperature where you would like it. The controller is going to be smart enough to know if it needs to turn the furnace on or the AC to achieve the temperature that it's set at. And then from there, you can go ahead and just shut the system off. Now from here, if we just hit the back arrow, it'll bring us back to the home screen. Lights is going to be the next one. There's bedroom lights. I can open this up. And again, this is just going to be the ceiling lights on the inside. Ceiling lights within the inside of the coach here. And then the lights underneath the awnings are going to be the other switch for the lights. So this function for slide out and awnings, you'll notice they're all labeled right here. The kitchen slide out is going to be for the kitchen area with the refrigerator, the entertainment center, the oven. To bring it in and out, just hold it down, touch the screen, and it will come in. Now, as you're doing that, you want to make sure things are closed. You don't have anything open that could obstruct the slide out. And then to bring it back out, we'll just hold out. Just put your finger on the screen, and then it's going to stop when it's in the out position, just like so. The sofa slide is just in the bunkhouse, and then sofa dinette slide is going to be in the main area here with on the camping side. Two awnings. Front awning is going to be the main awning outside the door, and then rear awning is actually off the slide out with the sofa and dinette. Again, arrow back. You can go into settings. The settings here, Bluetooth, there is an app. This little symbol right here is Global Connect. So go to In Command, Global Connect, and you can download the app on your smartphone. When you do that, you can go out to the Bluetooth setting here, and you can go ahead and sync your phone with the unit here. What that'll allow you to do is every function that we're doing on the screen here, you'll be able to do from your phone. Also Wi-Fi, if you want to connect to the park Wi-Fi, then you can operate this whole In Command like you would a smart appliance at your house. So if you were away and you wanted to bring the awnings in, you could do that remotely or set the temperature and so on. Passcode, the passcode on this, the screen will come up when you originally turn the unit on. It's going to be 4 zeros, so 0, 0, 0, 0. This here will allow you to change the passcode if you want, clear the passcode, or reset all the settings. I would leave the passcode the same just in case you had to have service work done. The dealership's going to know the passcode is just all zeros. After that is floor plan. There's nothing for you to do with that. Edit, same thing. There's not going to be anything you would need to do with that. These other ones, software information, Again, that is just going to be for the unit itself, not the user. So let's go back out. One last thing to show you, you can see the tank contents right here. They're all empty. As they get full, this will light up. If you touch one of these, it'll come up, and again, a little bit bigger screen as the contents in the gray tanks, black tank, and fresh tank get full. This will light up. You do have heat pads on the tanks, on the freshwater, and then on the wastewater tanks. Those are 12 volt, and to turn those off and on, it's just simply touching the screen there. And then back out, and then that is going to cover the end command. There's instructions with it, and I'm always a phone call away as well. But let's go outside and check it out. Almost a perfect segue from the inside in command is right here. Now this is the brain for the in command. All the wiring goes in for all the systems. There's actually right on here, it shows what all the wiring's actually for. But the reason I took the cover off to show you is there is a switch right here, M1 through M5. That is motor number 1, 2, and 3. Those are going to be for the slide outs. 4 and 5 are going to be for the awning. So if that screen were not to come on, not work, you have slide outs out, awnings out, you can manually go out here, select it, and then there's a button right at the top that you can go ahead and execute in or out with the slide outs or the awning. So that is the backup or the fail-safe for the in command system. As we go around the front of the camper here, a couple of things to show you. Your power tongue jack, this has a light on it. The off and on just references the light. It doesn't have to be on to go ahead and use the jack itself. That is just for the light. 2 30-pound tanks here. And then as the guys are going to be prepping this out, you'll have a 12-volt deep cycle battery hooked up on the back tray here with a battery disconnect right here to turn that off and on. So when you're not using it, you can disconnect the battery so it doesn't drain on you. Continuing into the pass-through storage area here, a couple of things. There is a switch right here. This is actually going to be the lights for the front cap. So turn those off and on just like so. Other items that's going to be in the pass-through, that blue box, that is for the solar system. That is the Victron solar controller. That's taking the energy from the solar panel, bringing it down, and it's going to help charge and maintain the battery. Nothing to do, no on or off. When the battery's charged, it will turn itself off. So it's maintenance free on your end. Just above that is the Lippert auto level system. And you can see the instructional, you hit auto level, and layout right here. Jacks are going to come down. It's going to self-level front to back and also side to side. You can manually operate it as well. And then there's an auto retract where it'll bring all the jacks up. As we move through, right here, this is the hot water heater. This is the exhaust part right here. So as the hot water heater's on, just be mindful that it's going to get extremely hot. This unit right here is going to be your outside shower. There's one of 2 here. This is a black tank flush. It says right here, make sure the valve is always open when you use the black tank. You hook a hose up. Basically, this will jet out the waste tank. And you'll want to make sure that the valve, I'll show you where that's at in just a second, is open so your black tank doesn't overflow. Next to that, this is your fresh water hookup and also tank fill. The directional lever right here, this means it's on city the way it is. Hook the hose up, it's going to pressurize the system. If you want to fill that fresh water tank, simply bring it over here. It will divert the water down into the fresh water tank. When it's full, there is a relief vent right here. It'll start to come out when it's full. Totally normal, so go ahead and fill it until that comes out. As we move along, I was telling you about the black tank. There's one black tank, that's your sewer tank, anything down the toilet. 2 gray tanks. One gray tank is going to be for the shower and also the sink in the bathroom. The other one's going to be for the galley, just in the kitchen area. You can see where the poles are underneath. And then right here, that is where you're going to hook up the sewer hose, and that's where all 3 tanks will discharge out of. Coming along to the side of the slide out, these are vent covers for the refrigerator. Nothing you'll have to do with these. This would just be access for maintenance if it ever needs to be done. This is a 50 amp coach. You'll have a 50 amp cord, which is detachable right at the back here. We'll also give you an adapter from 50 down to 30 and 30 amp to 15 so you can plug it in at home. Next to that, this is where you're going to be if you're at a park that has cable TV. You'll hook it up right here. Satellite is right here. This blue coaxial is actually linked up to the top of the roof of the camper. So if you had a permanent mounted satellite up there, you could hook it up at the top, and then this would feed it down into the satellite there. 2-inch accessory hitch right here if you want to put a bike rack on. And then your spare tire is just next to that. Last couple things to show you off the back corner. Another outside shower. This is hot and cold water. And then you have your outside camp kitchen right here. This is a Capital Grill stove, and you can see the gas plug-in right here. The fitting with the yellow cap, that's where that will plug into, right into the main gas line with the 30-pound propane tanks. Next to that is going to be a 110 fridge. So this is just going to work when you're plugged in into electric. And again, you have an outlet out here, and then if you want to put a TV, these are outputs for antenna, cable, and then also satellite. One last thing to show you, this is the exhaust for the furnace. Again, one of those things that's going to get very hot. You don't want to lean anything up against it if the furnace is going. Awnings on both sides, and these are adjustable if you need to. I'll show you right here. If you were to just pull in the middle, you can go ahead and tip each side down, and then it will release back up. And that's going to be the same on all the awnings here. Well, Dimitri, I hope you enjoy your new coach. We really appreciate your business. If you need anything at all, feel free to reach out. 231-736-9162. Thank you again.